Alright, old school NBA fans, self-research, NBA facts. Got another video for you. As always, thanks to anybody who watches my videos, subscribes to my channel. I really appreciate it. Want to give a special thanks to my man, Isle Sabag. Thanks again for your support of this channel. It is so much appreciated. Thank you. And also to the Real Siberius. Thank you so much for your consistent support of this channel. It does not go unnoticed, and it is very well received. Thanks a lot. In this video here, part 2 of this alleged Scottie Pippen deserving the Finals MVP over Michael Jordan. 1992 Finals was one that Scottie Pippen has absolutely no stake into this MVP. It's a laughing joke, but I'm going to treat it like I do anything else. Debunk it with facts, no theories, no opinions. Just going to give you straight up what happened. So in the first game, we all know Michael Jordan went historic on it. Let me go ahead and give you what Marv Albert and Mike Fratello and Magic Johnson had to say about it.
Oh, here's the three again. You know, and just let us know that, hey, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good. It's my game. I love it. I love it.
And Michael Jordan, with 35 points, has set an NBA record most points in a half in an NBA championship series. Michael Jordan has erased Elgin Baylor, the one-time Los Angeles Laker, from the record book. Baylor with 33 and a half back in April of 62. And Michael Jordan, with his sixth three-point field goal, has tied an NBA Finals mark for most three-pointers in an entire game.
In game 1, Michael Jordan shot 16 for 27. That's 59.3%. Scottie Pippen was 8 for 14, 57.1%. He had a good game in game 1, but come on, please. Jordan had 3 rebounds, Pippen had 9. Jordan had 11 assists, Pippen had 10. So this guy had 35 points and a half, but still managed to get 11 assists. There's got to be some credit due in there somewhere. Each player had 2 steals. Pippen had 1 block. Jordan didn't have any. Jordan was 1 for 1 from the line. Pippen was 8 for 9. Jordan ended up with 39 points, 35 in the first half, because when the game got out of hand, he got pulled and the bench players went in there. Scottie Pippen had 24 points. He had a good game. Michael Jordan's game score was 36.9. Pippen's was 28.8. Again, Pippen had a very nice game. Just Jordan's was better. Just because somebody had a good game or a good series doesn't mean they deserve the Finals MVP. Somebody may have had one epic, which Jordan did. Jordan obviously hit 6 straight three-pointers at one time. That was an NBA record. I think it's been broke a couple times by now. All the threes these guys shoots, no wonder. He held Clyde Drexler to 5 for 14, 16 points, which that was the other side of the coin. Really good. Game 2 was a funny one. The Bulls should have won it. They had a lead. They let Danny Ainge go crazy on them. I think he ended up with 17 points. Drexler and Terry Porter had a real good bounce-back game. They had 50 points combined. Jordan and Paxson had 55. But Portland's front court had 45 points, and the Bulls had 36. And then you add in Ainge's 17 points, and he had, I think, 9 in overtime. It was just Danny Ainge's show. He took over. Pretty awesome, actually, for Ainge. But listen to what the NBC team had to say.
You know, you break down Michael Jordan's game and what he contributes to the ball club. Check out this equation during the course of the playoffs. He accounts for 34% of the Bulls' points, 11% in terms of assists, which led, as you saw, to 176 points. But in the first half, with that record 35 out of Chicago's 66 points, you are talking 65% of the offense.
What is surprising about the way he did it, but it was all from the outside. 4 points on drives. He had a layup and a follow-up dunk. And the rest of them were jump shots.
So there you have it. Obviously, Jordan is a huge part of what they're doing on offense. In Game 2, Michael Jordan shot 16 for 32, 50%. Scottie Pippen shot 6 for 19. Jordan 5 rebounds, Pippen had 8. They both had 10 assists. Pippen had 3 steals, Jordan 1. Neither one had a block. Jordan was 7 for 9 from the line. Pippen was 4 for 6. Jordan ended up with 39 points again, second game in a row. Pippen had 16. Game scores, Jordan's was 25.1. Pippen was 10.3. And again, they blew this game. They should have had it, but they let Portland back into the game. Danny Ainge, Jerome Kersey, Buck Williams, they really played well. Terry Porter, they played really well. Drexler actually fouled out in that game in the fourth quarter, but they didn't need him. They were just hot. They were hungry, desperate. They knew they had to get a split if they were going to win this series. Game 3 is kind of an ugly game. Both teams, Bulls and the Blazers, both didn't really play that great. The Bulls ended up winning by 10 points. Michael Jordan shot 11 for 22, 50%. Pippen was 6 for 15, 40%. Jordan had 7 rebounds, Pippen had 8. Jordan 4 assists, Pippen had 7. Jordan had 3 steals, Pippen had 1. Jordan had 0 blocks, Pippen had 2. Jordan was 4 for 4 from the line. Pippen was 6 for 8. Jordan ended up with 26 points and Pippen had 18. Jordan's game score was 17.1, clearly his worst game in the series, and Pippen was 12.6. Again, even though Jordan didn't have a great game at all, it was okay. Pippen was worse. He shot 40%. Horace Grant outplaying Buck Williams was probably the key to this game. But the Bulls led the whole way through. They just held on to it, unlike Game 2. Here's the NBC team giving a recap of the first 3 games. Tell me what's missing.
Early here in game number 4, Jordan with the three-pointer in transition. If the defense collapses too far back, Michael will pull up and take it if he gets a good look and gets his feet set.
Well, game 4 of this best of 7 opening up for the Chicago Bulls, who jump in front 8-0. Looking back, recapping the series, game 1, it was Jordan with that 3-point display, leading Chicago to the blowout. The Bulls blew a 10-point lead in the final 4.5 minutes of Game 2 in Chicago last Friday night. Danny Ainge triggering that comeback, and Portland won in overtime. Game 3 here on Sunday, not a well-played game. Horace Grant with that balanced all-around game, and Chicago was able to win by 10 for the 2-1 lead.
Did you hear a mention of Scottie Pippen in there? I didn't hear a single thing about old Scottie Pippen. Pretty weird, right? Game 4 is the only road game that the Bulls lost in the first three-peat. That's it. They went 3-0 against the Lakers, 3-0 against Phoenix, 2-1 against Portland. They were 8-1 on the road in those 3 finals. This is the only one they lost. It was Game 4.
Ago against Detroit, although the cast of characters certainly different, but they split those first 2 games. The second was an overtime game, and then lost 3 in a row.
And as you saw, the Bulls were up 80-76 with 5.5 minutes to go. They lost 93-88. Portland outscored them 17-8 in the last 5.5 minutes. But in Game 4, Jordan shot 11 for 26. It was okay, not quite 50, like 45% or whatever. 5 rebounds, 6 assists, no steals, no blocks. 8 for 8 from the line, though, 32 points. Game score was 17.3. Pippen was 8 for 13, which that's pretty good. 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, no blocks, 1 for 4 from the line. That hurt him a little bit. 17 points. His game score was 14.4. So again, you got to say Jordan is just simply outplaying Scottie Pippen in every one of these games that I've looked at. Game 5. Listen to Mike Fratello talking about Jordan before the game, something he noticed.
Down in the finals, these 4 games, it's gone from an 11-point first quarter average down to 4.8 in the fourth quarter, which is crunch time, and he's their go-to guy. Shooting the basketball, the first 3 quarters, he's shooting 54%, which is great. But in the fourth quarter, when the game is on the line and they give him the basketball, he's shooting just 35%. During the regular season, Michael Jordan is the second best shot-blocking guard in the NBA behind Reggie Lewis. He has no blocks in the playoff finals thus far. So all of these things, plus chasing Clyde Drexler, have taken their toll on Michael.
Here's Jordan. Nice backdoor setup from Scott Williams. Replacing Grant, who a moment ago picked up his fourth. Here's Jordan. Michael Jordan with 39 points. He's hit 13 of 20. A 119-106 victory to go up 3 games to 2 in this best of 7 NBA final. Michael Jordan, 14 for 23 from the field, 16 of 19 from the line for 46 points.
So he's saying MJ's tired, he's not blocking shots, he's scoring a bunch early, and then he kind of fades late. Maybe there's some truth to that. Who knows? Maybe a guy is tired. The Bulls led the whole way through this game. Jordan had a monster game and was just crushing them. He didn't need to do anything in the fourth quarter of this game. Michael Jordan went 14 for 23. Pippen went 8 for 15. Michael Jordan had 5 rebounds. Pippen had 11. Jordan had 4 assists. Pippen had 9. Jordan no steals. Pippen had 2. Jordan had 1 block. Pippen had none. At the free throw line, Jordan was 16 for 19. Pippen was 8 for 9. Pippen had a good game. He had 24 points. He had 11 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals. That's a very good game, no doubt about it. But Jordan had 46 points on 14 to 23 shooting, 16 for 19 from the line. I mean, come on. Please. Game score, Michael Jordan was 33.3. Pippen was 24.5. When it comes to game score, which factors in all the stats, takes everything into consideration, Jordan is just having better games than Pippen is. What do you want me to say? In every one of these games. And this was the key game in the series. No doubt about it. Game 4, yeah, maybe you could say that. They would go up 3-1. It would have been nice, but it wasn't critical. Game 5, once it became tied 2-2, critical. And that's when Jordan had his best game of the series. Even better than Game 1. Jordan might have set some records in Game 1, but in Game 5 was his best game. No doubt about it. He was not fooling around. Jordan was all business. But after that game was over, Jordan had now played in 10 finals games, and he had a record. The first 10 finals games of any player in NBA history's career, he had the most assists, 92. I believe it was John Stockton is second with 88. Bob Cousy was third with 87. Jordan had the most assists in the first 10 games in the finals of a player's career. That's amazing when you think about it. The finals goes back to what? 80 years? And he's got the most assists in the first 10 games of a player's finals career. Amazing. In Game 6, Portland was up by 17 points. And I'll just show this clip that pretty much explains what happened.
At the beginning of the game, to allow Terry to get off, you can't have everyone fighting for shots.
Here's Ainge. Yes. Danny Ainge with his first field goal. Blazers red hot. Now lead 79-62.
Danny Ainge with a good 4-inch advantage over B.J. Armstrong. Just backs him to the spot, shoots over the top.
Jordan to the spin. The Trailblazers outscore the Chicago Bulls 29-20 in the third, and they lead it by 15 as we head to the fourth quarter.
Now you dig in and get a stop.
Here's Jordan. The Bulls 95, the Blazers 91. Drexler for 3. Kept alive by Kersey. The foul is called. It's on Pippen. Chicago over the limit.
Portland never rotates over in time as Michael comes from the right side of the floor. It was an isolation created over.
And the shot clock. And now the foul given.
It's going after this free throw.
4-point Chicago lead. Drexler was checking. Thought there might have been a timeout remaining. Here's Kersey for 3. Paxson with the rebound. Tide running down. The Chicago Bulls have won the NBA championship for the second straight season.
So as you saw, they were up 17. Portland was, with less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Jordan hit the shot to cut it to 15 at least. Then they whittled away with it. And I know there's been talk about, oh, well, Jordan was on the bench. Jordan was in there when they started to cut into the lead. And then when he came back, they were still down. And Jordan went all the way down. When the Bulls were up 2, you saw Jordan hit that shot to make it 95-91 Bulls. They were up 4 at that point. They come down the next play, miss a 3. Jerome Kersey gets the rebound. What does Pippen do? He fouls him, puts him on the line. He makes both free throws. Now it's a 2-point game with about 25 seconds to go. So Jordan has the ball. He's not giving it up. He's like, you want to foul me, put me on the line? You go right ahead because I'm going to make those free throws. And he did. They're down 2. He gets fouled. He doesn't choke. He makes both free throws to ice the game and ice the series. What else is there to talk about? And also in Game 6, Horace Grant gave you a whopping 2 points. Bill Cartwright, 4 points. So you got 6 points from your power forward and your center. Yeah, that's a fact. Game 6, Michael Jordan goes 13 for 24. Pippen was 9 for 17. So about the same shooting, pretty much the same. Jordan had 4 rebounds, Pippen had 5. Jordan had 4 assists, Pippen had 4 assists. Jordan had 4 steals, though. Pippen had none, and they each had 1 block. They were both perfect from the line. Jordan 5 for 5, Pippen 6 for 6. Jordan ended with 33 points, Pippen had 26. Game score, Jordan 25.3, Pippen 18.1. What do you want me to say about all this? I mean, this is just crazy. Pippen had 2 games where his game score was over 20. Michael Jordan, on the other hand, had 4 games where his game score was over 20. If you look at the series as a whole, Jordan set the record for the most points in a half in a finals game, which still stands to this day. The most assists in a player's first 10 finals games at 92 still stands to this day. And then he had the record for the most three-pointers in a half and also in a game. I think when he hit 5, they said at that point, that was the record. Then 6 in a game or a half was a record, and 6 in a row was a record. He had all those records. All the three-pointers have been broken since because of all the three-point shooting that the NBA's become. Easy to understand why. But besides all the records, you just straight up compare the series. Michael Jordan, for the series, shot 81 for 154. That comes to 52.6% shooting. For a shooting guard, that is excellent. A power forward or center, you would expect them to shoot 50%, thereabouts. Scottie Pippen was 45 for 93, 48.4% from the field. Now, that's not terrible. That's pretty good. Not bad at all. But Jordan is just better. I mean, what do you want me to say? He's just better. Pippen hit 55.55% as many field goals as Jordan did in this finals. I mean, almost double. Jordan ended up with 29 rebounds. Pippen had 50. That's good. He's a forward. He should. Jordan had 39 assists because he was definitely focused more on scoring in this one. It had to come from somewhere. Pippen had 46. So he was getting about 1 more assist a game. Okay, but nothing crazy. Jordan had 10 steals. Pippen had 9. Again, about the same. Jordan had 2 blocks. Pippen had 4. And then from the free throw line, Jordan shot 41 for 46, 89.1%, including the 2 at the end to ice the series. Scottie Pippen, 33 for 42, 78.6% from the line, which is actually above his career average. Michael Jordan averaged 35.8 points per game. That's awesome. Scottie Pippen averaged 20.8 points per game in the series. He doesn't take as many shots. That's fine. I get that. But that's 15 more points per game Jordan is giving you than Pippen was. Come on. Be reasonable. The average game score of each player, Jordan was 25.8, Pippen was 18.1. What else do you want to know? 3-point shooting. Scottie Pippen was 2 for 9 in the series, 22.22%. Jordan was 12 for 28, 42.9% from 3. Give me your case. Put in the comments why Scottie Pippen should have been 1992 Finals MVP. It's a joke. Jordan had all the records. He had the better stats. He had the 2 free throws at the end of Game 6 to ice the series. He had the moments. Pippen didn't have any moments in either the 91 or the 92 finals. Please put in the comments, what were some of the key moments you remember from Scottie Pippen? Is there anything memorable that sticks out? You know, Jordan's got so many. Where do you begin? From, a spectacular move, to the shot over Divas, to send it in overtime in Game 3, to the shrug. So many in the first two finals from Jordan. What more do you want to know? I mean, this is just getting out of hand. These narratives are stupid. I can't even believe I'm doing these videos. I'd like to be doing something else. But three separate people told me about it and asked if I would do a video on it. And once I found out Sports and Fitness Rants, Robin did a video on it. AOH is going through it right now. I was like, well, I got to do it. So this is what it is. I'm going to go through them all. And you tell me the finals that you think Scottie Pippen deserved the finals MVP, because he didn't. He didn't. He just didn't. He's a good player. Pippen was always a good player. He was great on the fast break. He was definitely great on defense as well. But on the level of Michael Jordan trying to take away finals MVPs? Are you stupid? Please. You guys need to just stop it. Stop trying to bring down Michael Jordan with your stupid rhetoric bullcrap. Just stop it. You're making yourself look stupid. You're going to end up like Nick Wright with that long 8-inch nose with all the lies. So anyway, that's all I got for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you wouldn't mind sharing it, that would be great. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I give daily content, and that's it. Until next time.